Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to go over Phase 3 of the Unreconciled Stars shop. So there's a couple things that you guys need to know. First, the event is going to start on the 23rd, which is this Monday, and it's going to last until the 30th. You have until December 6th to redeem all of your star currencies from the shop. Also, during Phase 3, we're going to get 3 new meteoric wave quests, which will award us with 60 star crystals. This means we can cut down the amount we need to farm from the challenge. The total amount of star crystals that we're going to need in order to clear the shop is 786. So with the help of the meteoric wave quests, it goes down to 726. If you only want the talent books and the crown and no ore enhancement materials, you'll only need 686. Just like in Phase 2, condensed resin cannot be used, and Phase 2 challenges will still be available, but I think for most people watching this, they'll probably be done by now. Okay, now let's get into the math and calculations for Phase 3 of the event. In my previous video, I already told you guys how efficient this event is for farming talent materials, but if you haven't seen it, on average for 40 resin, you'll get about 5 blue talent books from domains at world level 4 and world level 5, with a chance of purple if you're in world level 6. The event is going to give you 9 to 12 blue books depending on your world level, with a guaranteed purple from the shop. So basically it's really good. What about the mystic enhancement ore though? So depending on your world level, you might not see the importance of this ore yet, but for final weapon ascension, you'll need 371 of them to get to level 90. And considering that we can only create a certain amount of mystic enhancement ore in a single day, and the fact that it takes quite a while to farm up 400 crystals even with the new daily spawns in 1.1, I would say it might be worth it to grab them from the shop. You know, we can actually quantify the crystals if we consider that the blacksmiths can create 6 ores for 10 resin using the magical crystal chunks. So if we're spending 80 resin for world level 6 to clear out the shop, it's 100 of these enhancement ores versus 48 if we were to use the blacksmith. If you're below world level 6, you'll have to do an extra run because the amount of crystals is unfortunately just barely too low. So consider 120 resin, which would mean we are comparing 100 ores versus 72. So if you're world level 6, it's definitely the most worth it. But again, you'll be needing a ton of these enhancement ores in the future, so why not just stock up now when the resin conversion is much cheaper? Okay, so now I'll share the chart for world level 4, world level 5, and world level 6. I included with and without the mystic enhancement material ores if I was unable to convince you to get them from the shop. Okay, starting from world level 4, you'll be getting 38 of these star crystals, which is the Fading Stars essence, for 40 resin. So the amount of resin you need to clear the shop is 840. That is equivalent to 21 runs. If you don't want to get the ores, then that reduces down to 760 resin, and it'll take you 19 runs. That's going to cost you about 4.5 days worth of resin to complete. At world level 5, you'll get 44, and you can see here resin will be 720, number of runs is 18 for the enhancement for everything, and without it'll be 640 and 16 runs, which is about 4 days. And then for world level 6 players, it'll take 640 resin, 16 runs, or 560 resin and 14 runs if you don't want the ore. Now, if we include the meteoric wave rewards as well, this shaves down our farming time by about 1 run for world level 5 and world level 6, and about 2 runs for world level 4. So it's a pretty nice boost and saves us about half a day of farming. Yeah, so the calculations are pretty simple this time around, and again, it's totally worth it. So definitely spend your time and your resin on this event to farm some of those talent books and maybe even some of the enhancement ore. Before I close out this video, I just want to give a couple tips on Phase 3 challenge, because this one might be hard. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I think the number 1 tip is that be aware of the buffs that you have during the event. There's 2 buffs that you can get, which is an attack buff and a depositing buff. Also be aware that if you get hit while you are depositing the energy, you're gonna lose that energy. So clear out the mobs before you decide to deposit your energy. So yeah, that's the main advice that I wanted to give you guys for Phase 3 of this event. If this video helped you guys out, then I'd appreciate it if you liked the video, commented, and perhaps even subscribe to the channel. Anyway guys, happy farming, and I'll see you guys later.